Hi, I just completed a program today with a client of mine. It's a tech company, and we were talking about closing sales and negotiation. Okay? A lot of the participants are telling me is that they don't. It's not that they don't ask for sales; they do. And what happens is that the client doesn't want to buy. A lot of the reasons why the client doesn't buy it's not because we didn't ask for it, it's because they can't balance the value of the products and services versus the price that they're paying for your products or services. So we have to help them find that balance. That also leads us to going back to the first three behaviors that we talked about, which is listening, questioning, and building rapport. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Behavioral Infused channel. We're going to talk about closing sales a little bit more, the behavior that is required behind that. Right? It's a combination of the first three. When a client says no to you, it's not a final no. Usually it's no. It's just that they haven't balanced it. We just have to help them balance that price or the worth, the value that they're paying for our products and services. Once they find it, they will say yes. Right? And of course, we have to always remember we can't close 100% of sales, right? Even the best of us don't close 100% of sales. But as long as we're doing about 80%, 90% of closing sales, out of 10 people that we meet, we close about 8 or 9 people. That's wonderful. That's really, really good already, right? And we want to know how are they making their decision? How do they make decisions to buy the products or services? If we can help them, we will get the sales. I also said this to you guys a few videos ahead before that sales is not selling. Sales is helping the person buy, helping them to make the best decision. So when they are resistant to sales, when they say, let me think about it, I'm not sure whether this fits my requirements, that resistance is showing that they care enough to tell you this. If they don't, they will just walk in and say goodbye to you. But the fact that they're resisting and telling you that they have some resistance is a signal that they want to. It's just that they haven't balanced it. Right? So help them balance that. Once you help them balance that, you can close that sales. And asking for it can be as creative as you want. So rather than say that sign on the dotted line, change the way you approach it. Would you like to pay by cash or credit card? That's another different way of asking for sales. It's also a closing question, right? Even asking for time of delivery, right? Time of implementation, that could also be questions that is leading to closed sales or even closing sales question. Right? So it's not as difficult as we think it is. It's not, it's easier to ask for a sale than it is to wrestle a crocodile, for example. Right? So we have to develop this behavior, the first three behaviors, and keep developing it during this stage, because the more important thing is also changing some of the language that you're using, the meaning choices of words, right? Words that will also create emotions, words that would also help them to say that, yeah, this is mine. So for example, like saying, our program, in my situation where I'm dealing with my clients, I would not use, so in this stage, I would not use, say, my program. I would say your desired program, right? So if you're selling a car, you wouldn't say our car, the car, you would say your car. Right? So it's like changing the language to say that this is already a foregone sale. It is yours. It's just a matter of when do we sign. That's all it is. So if we can get into those kind of language and choose the right words to create the right emotions, it will help you to close the sale. The other thing that you can in fact do is use stories. You can use stories as testimonial. Say my previous client, they had this challenge and this is what we did for them and this is how it helped them to build the business. Right? So using stories is like using testimonials. People love to hear stories. So if you use a story, it helps them to relate. The more they can relate to you or to the things that you say, the stories that you share, they can actually put themselves in that situation and see that yes, your products and services it's worth the price that I'm paying to you, right? And that's just some of the things that we need to do. It's just behavior about understanding the customer, how they make decision, and helping them to make that decision. Right? Closing sales is a no-brainer. It's part and parcel of every sales professional. We do it all the time, right? It's just finding a creative way of doing it. Do something different to get different results, right? Remember this. Do something different to get a different result. Be creative with the way that you close sales. That's all I have to share with you today. It was wonderful talking to this group of people that I had today, the whole day in this training, because they have also given me a lot of thoughts into, being creative in closing sales. The next topic we're going to talk about is actually the behavior of following up. Right? So if you have any comment, please leave it in the comment box. Give us a like if you like what you hear. Subscribe to our channel, right? And please do share it with your friends. Again, thank you for spending this 5 to 6 minutes with us, and looking forward to see you next time. Stay home, stay safe, and have a good one. Thank you so much.